So, this week has probably been my hardest week to date. Um, I wasn't planning on doing like another kind of chatty one and showing the reality because I kind of felt like I had it in control. Um, so I did a day in the life of having all three kids, and that was my plan to put that out. But quite honestly, this journey just shows that you can be fine 1 minute and then it just turns in a second. So for me, I started to get unwell, and that was the turning point. I just couldn't. I just realised that I just couldn't do it, um, and it was kind of good because I needed to let that out. Like I've been holding it together for 3 weeks of going back to work and parenting and logistics with um, Ben, and it just got too much for me, which is like hard to admit, um, because I think naturally, like we always want to come across that we've got it all together, and you work through this and it's okay. But I kind of knew that I was getting to the stage where I wasn't okay, so I decided to reach out to my employer um, on the Saturday and just basically let them know what's going on, because I told like my immediate staff, or most of my immediate staff, a lot of them actually I didn't speak to, and they had no idea. But I went to them and just kind of laid out how everything has been, and the fact that I kind of haven't had any time to process. Like all of my days off have spent with the children, um, and Ben sorting like his place out, so I kind of haven't really had a chance to do anything. And when I do get a moment, I don't stop. And I think the life admin, um, and the pressures that I've been feeling to kind of keep everything normal, it just got too much. And it's something now where I really do need to look at it. And like they've spoken to me about flexible working requests and things like that, because I just, for me right now, it's not feasible for me to keep working as I am, with being at the house for almost 12 hours a day. Um, so I've got some like big decisions to make, but there's a lot of like extra things attached to them, because there's bills to think about, and mortgages and childcare and all of those things. And like for me, I don't want to mess up the kids by changing so many things. Um, so I'm just feeling a lot of pressure, and it all came to head. Um, so I was the person that was crying on the bus on the way to work. Luckily, it was like 7:30 on Saturday morning, so it is what it is. But it needed to happen. And I needed to like admit to myself that this is really hard, and I'm not strong enough to keep going on the way that I am. Or maybe I'm not strong enough is the wrong word. Like it's a lot for anyone to do, and it's okay to say that it's not feasible to continue. And actually I think maybe like in a few months time it would be absolutely fine, but right now it's just feeling like a lot. So I'm taking some time off next week. I've got like 4 days um until I need to go into work, because they've given me a few extra days and they've told me to see how I am and if I need any more time. But just to kind of get my head around everything, sort and change over bills, just logistical things that I get to 9 o'clock at night when the kids are asleep, and I just don't have the mental capacity to think about it. But I know that I do need to do this because these are important things. Today's my day with the girls, but this morning, well, actually, I want to say this morning, yesterday, I just decided that I'm really tired. I have been go, go, go for the past 2 weeks. I say 2 weeks, it's probably been since before Christmas, because everyone was go, go, go before then as well. And I'm just
shattered. So I was like, no, I'm going to get my mother-in-law around. I'm going to ask for help because I am a bit difficult. Well, not a bit difficult. You know, when you just feel like, if I can do it, let's just do it. Like, suck it up, which is not a good mentality to have, and it's one that I'm getting out of. So yeah, I called my mother-in-law and asked her to come around and take the girls for a few hours. So she's taken them out for walks, and she helps me do like their food and things. We're doing it, and I'm proud of us for working through all this. And you know, I am handling things well.
So it is coming up for 9:15 at night, and it has been, to be fair, it hasn't been a totally awful night so far. I just find it so hard to keep going after about 8:30 with kids. Like, to be fair, I kind of found this even just when I was obviously with Ben and not working, but I always found like I got to 8:30 and I was just a bit like exhausted and done from the day, so I knew that I needed to sit down. And obviously, like now, you just have to keep going until you get a chance. But today it's just been brutal. Like, Louis napped um, in the car coming home, which he doesn't nap anymore. And then obviously he napped super late in the day. So it's just messed up the entire evening. Like, he's actually not even asleep yet. Like, I just had to leave him at 9:10 because I'm just losing my cool. Like, I can literally hear him upstairs. And the thing is, the girls will probably wake up soon, and I wouldn't have even got any sleep. It's just so hard. I think knowing that you have to keep going, like, I feel bad because obviously, you know, he doesn't understand that he's not tired or why he's not tired. But, like, I felt myself, like, losing my cool. So I took myself out of the situation and came and got my dinner. And then I felt bad. Then I actually went upstairs with my dinner and sat in his room with, like, the little lamp on and said, right, you can do a bit more playing until I'm finished. And then it just becomes the same thing of like, sit here, don't do this. Every time I then get up, like, I need the toilet, like all these things. And I know it's obviously just kids being kids and trying to push it, but I could not keep everything hella patient. I'm usually really quite patient actually, but I found myself getting really wound up very, very quickly. So I need to get on top of that. What I'm finding the hardest is I can go from being totally productive, totally in the zone, and coping really well, to then just being flawed. So I'm trying to sort out the house and like not declutter, but obviously like move out all of Ben's things. Um, because I just need a fresh start. Like, I just need to not see everything every single day and just be like kind of tripping up around it. Um, and it's so weird because I know, like, logically this is right, and I'm already feeling like better about it. Like, things aren't as hard, you know, like they are hard because obviously like it's a whole different experience, but like when things aren't right, like the mental load of it just affects everything. So like although like it's hard having to navigate this and do things like, I know that obviously we're all meant to be independent women and all that kind of stuff, but I didn't know about utilities and things like, well, I did know about them, but it was just one of the things that Ben had sorted, and now it's like another thing that I have to do. So that's hard, but like I've just done the dining room and like decluttered everything and cleared the side. Part of this process has been excited. I've been excited to like put my stamp on it and like things like that, but I wasn't expecting to get so floored from tidying stuff away. So I've got a clock that Ben got me for our anniversary that literally has like, for our 7-year anniversary, like the days, the hours, the minutes that we've been married. Like, what do you do with that stuff? Like, it just feels wrong to chuck it away, but I don't, but you know, it can't sit around the house. Like, I know obviously that we've been together for 15 years, there's going to be memories everywhere, but it's that hard. Like, what do you do? Like, I feel for the kids. Like, I feel for Louis because I don't want him just to see I'm chucking stuff out and like almost forgetting about that part of my life. But equally, I don't want the stuff all around. Naively, I didn't expect to be so affected by this because, you know, it's mutual. It's not like I was just suddenly left. We knew this was coming. I suppose the reality of knowing something's coming and then actually having to tidy stuff away or decide what to do with it is just something else. I'm trying so hard to keep everything going and make sure everything is okay for them. And I'm worried, like, I don't know how I'm meant to maintain this. But then if I can't maintain this, you know, there's the financial side of things. I think it's all getting a bit much. And I know it will be fine because it will be. There's always a solution. But I think I'm just starting to like realise that I'm gonna have to make some massive, even more massive life decisions that will impact the quality of life my children have. And I just don't think I'm prepared to do that right now. I'm hoping that I'm feeling like a lot more sensitive about everything today and struggling because I'm poorly and I've got a cold and obviously I haven't slept and I'm still having to work, and even when I'm not at work I don't get time to get better. So I'm hoping that's why this has come on and why I'm feeling it so badly today. So it has been a week. Yeah, as always, just showing you the true reality of it. But no, I think for anyone that's going through this, it's just really hard. And when you are doing it alongside like the pressure to make sure that you're doing the best things for your children, it's a lot. It's a lot. And I think because my family aren't like immediately around me, I just feel like it's pressure not to like, I don't know, put it on them because they feel bad that they can't help me. I don't know. I think I'm overthinking a lot of things because there's just so much going on. But this is my reality of this week. I would love to connect with people that are going through this, or if you've gone through this, let me know how you've coped, or share it, so then maybe I'll be able to get some connections that way. It's just, yeah, it's a really it's a new thing. So yeah, so that is my week, and I will see you next week.